How's it going, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of our Animal Adventure. And tonight we have a special surprise. I don't even know if you guys know that we have alligators here. We don't let people hang out with them, or you don't normally get to see them often. But this is Alligator. That is her name. And the only reason we have her out today is it's time to clean their pond. So right now their pond has been cleaned and it is filling up with water. And we figured if we have a live going on, why don't we hang out with Alligator? So Allie, my daughter, which her nickname is Alligator, by the way, is going to tell you lots of facts about Alligator. Now, before we start talking about some of these facts, good evening, Connie, we want to remind you guys to ask us lots of questions during this live and remind you to share this video. While we are filming live, we're also filming some other videos so we can post some awesome content from this. So sometimes I might be pointing to that camera and introducing him to everybody on YouTube, because this is Alligator, which is pretty cool. Now, remember to share these posts. It's really, really important that you guys share our lives. We're trying to get Facebook to monetize our live content. And to do that, we need lots of people watching, and the only way we could do it is by you guys sharing. So make sure when you do share, thanks Heidi for sharing, thanks Connie for sharing, make sure you let me know that you shared. It makes us feel really awesome about what we do, knowing that you guys are sharing it. So if you're just tuning in, this is Alligator, and she is an alligator. She's a baby, only about 2 years old, if I had to guess. And I don't typically handle alligators. That's my son's job, believe it or not. So this is going to be a fun, interesting couple of minutes with this one. So I'm going to hand it off to my daughter, not the alligator, but I'm going to hand off the talking to her, and she'll tell you lots about alligators and ask us some questions. Again, our main alligator handler is not here. That's Sean Jr., but he may stop in and say hello in a little bit. And I'm just going to move this camera just a little bit closer to us. If you can, I'll tell you when to stop. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. That's good. And then turn it towards Al a teeny bit. Right there. Perfect.
Good.
You're good. Let's talk about Alligator.
So Alligator is an American alligator. So you can more commonly find these guys living all the way from Louisiana down here to Florida. But what's really cool about Florida is we actually have alligators and crocodiles that coexist together, but alligators will never be living in salt water. However, crocodiles can, which is pretty cool. So these guys will always be in fresh water, like the Everglades around here, which is really cool, or in canals. Full grown, they can reach about 14 feet long, but the cool thing about alligators is they actually never stop growing. So they can continuously grow their entire lives, but as they get older, their growth rate slows down tremendously.
Wait, time out. I just saw a question. Taylor asked if we said the name is Alligator, and that is her name, Alligator.
Yes.
And that's been my daughter's nickname since she's been a baby too. So this is Alligator, and so is that one.
And I think there was another question.
Is related to the dinosaur alligator.
So as a reptile, from what I've read on the internet, is these guys are some of the longest dated back animals living on this planet. So I'd have to say in one way or another, yes, she would be related to the dinosaur alligator. So then Connie, how long do they grow? So they'll grow their whole lives, and they can reach up to about 14 feet long.
Now, is it true? You may know this. Is it true that they grow about a foot every year?
Yes, so it's going to be about a foot every year, and then as they get, if you hear that, that's one of our dogs. That's Rocky.
And no dogs in this room right now with an alligator. So.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll grow in their more like adolescent years. They'll grow about a foot every year, and then as they get older, it'll slow down a lot. It'll be more of like an inch every year.
Now, you were telling me something really cool earlier about how strong their bite is.
Yeah, so their bite force is 3,000 pounds per inch, which is crazy. And
it's almost as hard as I could punch.
Okay. Oh gosh. So in the wild, these guys will live about 20 to 30 years. Here in captivity, they can live 50 to 80 years, which I think is really cool. And going back to their bite force, at one time, they'll have usually about 70 to 75 teeth in their mouths, but in their entire lifetime, they'll go through 3,000 teeth. Their teeth never stop growing either. So even if she happens to lose one of these teeth, which she definitely will at one point or another, she'll just grow another one in, no problem. I think going through 3,000 teeth is insane. But 3,000 pounds per inch is also pretty insane as well.
Good girl.
Another
how long did I think you already answered. Did you answer how long they live for?
Yeah.
What was that? I didn't hear it.
In the wild, 20 to 30. In captivity, 50 to 80.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a big difference. But these guys, what's really cool about them is they're technically labeled as carnivores, but they can actually eat just about anything. In the wild, they actually, it's very hard for them to hunt because of how many there are here in like the Everglades and in Florida. So most of the times you'll actually find them eating fruit, like the native fruit here. Yeah, they eat lots of fruit. They'll eat legumes, which is like beans.
I'm supposed to eat legumes.
Yeah. That's what they eat a lot of them actually.
Legumes lower your cholesterol. Did you know that? I just found that out apparently because I have ridiculously high cholesterol. Not fun. Eat lots of legumes and you'll be healthy. So guys, while we are hanging out here, I know a lot of you guys shared our live tonight. If you haven't shared it yet, please share it now so people can learn lots about alligators. We are going to have updates on a couple of animals. I'll tell you who's coming out next. We are going to do an update on North, our baby ruffed lemur, who was born premature and is doing amazing. We're going to do an update on that. And then we're going to do an update on the baby raccoon as well. Unfortunately, though, we cannot show you a feeding because she already ate. So we didn't want to hold off her feeding for a live, but the baby raccoon will be out there. So make sure you share this, because I know a lot of people ask us all the time for updates on some of these animals that we've been caring for that have had some medical issues, and we're super excited about it. Also, I want to take this opportunity real quick, while you guys are thinking of questions you could ask for us to answer. A couple of updates on what we are doing and what we have going on for the upcoming season. So if you guys don't know, we have 2 huge events every year in October, okay? We have at our fall festival at Bedner's Farm Fresh Market, and we have our spooky safari at our safari location, which is where we are currently. It's our private property, which is reservation only. At our animal park at Bedner's this year, we're going to be opening the end of September, and we are building some incredible tiki huts. We're going to be out there tomorrow cleaning up the area since we're closed for the summer, and building, I believe, begins on Monday. So we're going to put tiki huts over a lot of really important areas at our animal park. Inside of our kangaroo area will be completely covered. Our entire exotic area will be completely covered with a tiki hut, and our sheep, goats, donkeys, feeding area will be completely covered, and we'll have another one out there as well. So we're super pumped about it. So that's what's new this year at our animal park. Now, what are we doing here? Our ponds are being redone starting next week. We are, what is it called? What are we?
Like the mosaic tiles?
Yeah, we're putting mosaic tiles on all of our otter ponds. Once those mosaic tiles are done, otter swims will begin. So if you have visited our behind the scenes tour and played with our otters, you are going to be getting a text as soon as these tiles are in, and we're going to invite you guys out for otter swims. So if you haven't booked a VIP tour or behind the scenes tour, we highly suggest doing that as soon as possible, because we're only inviting the people that are already visited. We've had hundreds and probably over 1,000 people come out and do the behind the scenes tour already. So we're going to give them the opportunity first. Let's see. Patricia just said, how is your cholesterol affected by your love of whiskey? So that's a great question. Believe it or not, I was just in the hospital on Monday. Sunday and Monday, and I haven't drank. Actually, I did. I drank whiskey when I got back. Unfortunately, it was my wife's birthday, and I just had a drink. So I don't know how it's going to affect. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow and on Monday, so we'll figure that out. But I'm definitely cutting out cigars right now for the time being. But we will see. So any other questions so far? If not, we are going to start moving around and getting other animals to introduce you to. Anything else you'd like to know about alligator? Any questions? Al, while I'm waiting for questions, you want to go get North, and then when you get back at North, I will take this little girl and put her away, which actually may be a guy, we're not sure. Another really incredible thing, if you want to see, their feet are super duper soft. Their belly is super duper soft. This little guy or girl got into a fight a long time ago and lost a piece of its tail. But as you can see, alligator is doing just fine. Their mouth is pretty incredible. Let's see. Dan just said, I'm surprised your wife doesn't drink after being with you. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I'm driving her to drink along with everyone else that lives around me. So that is definitely going to happen. But Michael Marino said, what does the alligator's diet consist of? So I don't handle the alligators here or any of our reptiles here, so I don't have a ton of info. But I'm pretty sure we feed them, they get alligator pellets, right, from Missouri? Yes. Mm-hmm. We feed them pellets. They always look like poop balls hanging around. And we give them chicken too, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what else we feed them?
That's it for right now.
So alligator pellets, chicken, and I can get back to you on that for my son, Sean Jr., who normally answers those questions for me, but he's having too much fun driving in traffic from Miami right now. And what's going on? So let's see if we got any other questions here while my daughter is, let's see if I missed any. I don't think so. So in about 60 seconds, we're going to have a special guest coming out. I'm going to bring Alligator and put her away. Alligator has a best friend, another alligator that she lives with, and I'm going to go put her back. Her pond is almost cleaned. One thing I wanted to ask you guys. Do you know what the main difference between an alligator and a crocodile is? I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to answer this question because this is an incredible one. We all need to know it. What is the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Are you ready for this one? A crocodile you see in a while, and an alligator you see later. Is that how you say it? Sorry. How old do you believe alligator is? That's a great question, Dan. I love that question. See you later, alligator. Yeah, you see the alligator. Wait, yeah, see you later, alligator, and see you in a while, crocodile. I believe this alligator is about 2 years old. How are you holding that without it trying to bite you, Laura wants to know. To be honest with you, I've never held this alligator before. My son wasn't here, but we did have to clean out the pond earlier and fill it with water. So to do that, we had to take him out, and he doesn't seem like he wants to bite me. She did try to bite me once or twice, but nothing crazy. I didn't want to tape its mouth closed. I see a lot of people do that. To be honest with you, if I'm going to be handling an alligator, I want this alligator to be able to want to try to bite me instead of it not being able to. Because if you taped my mouth shut, I would not be a happy camper. So I'd rather this guy or girl be happy in my hands rather than not. Yeah, one has more of a triangle and one has more of a rounded face. So that is correct, Whitney. The difference between an alligator and a crocodile would be a U-shaped face for an alligator. Let's see if you can see that U-shaped face. And a V-shaped face for a crocodile, which is pretty awesome. Say hi. And they have a pretty cool looking tongue. Their eyeballs, you can see the lights in her eyes. That's why you can't see the pupils as much. But when it gets darker in here, it's pretty cool. And we'll bring that over to that camera too. How cool is that? I'm forgetting that camera's there sometimes. So while you guys are asking me questions, make sure you're also sharing this post. I'm going to go put Alligator away because Alligator has a friend coming out here that she would want to eat. And we don't want her eating her. So I will be right back, and my daughter is going to take over for me. And this is going to be awesome stuff. Listen up.
Okay, guys, we are back with a very vocal little raccoon. She probably thinks it's feeding time again, even though she literally just ate about 10 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago now. And this is the little raccoon. If you don't know anything about her, she was actually born here from our, we actually have 3 raccoons here, but we have a mating pair. Their names are Ralph and Olga. Olga is her mom, and she actually had 4 babies that she tried to, or she actually killed, if not killed, but injured very, very seriously. And this little one was the 5th baby that she had. Somehow slipped through the cracks and was left unharmed and untouched from Olga. Their house that they live in is actually a double level enclosure, and somehow she slipped through, which we're very thankful for. So she's been in the house with us. I've been feeding her every 3 to 4 hours. Last night, for some reason, she was very, very vocal. She was more up last night than she's been the last the last week or so, which whenever she needs, we're there for. But look at this full little belly. Her little milk belly is so cute. I love her little belly. And her little belly button is so cute. But she's been doing really good otherwise. If you've been following her, I'll get a little closer. If you've been following her, one thing you will have noticed about her eyes is they're starting, she's talking to you. That's one of the cutest little noises ever. But one thing you will have noticed is her eyes are starting to bulge a little bit more, which means that soon, probably within the next 2 weeks or so, her little eyes will be opening, which I cannot wait for. She doesn't have a name yet, but if you do have any name suggestions, we are taking names. But she is doing amazing.
Hey, let's think about a naming contest.
Maybe we'll do a naming contest to name her. We'll figure out. So usually with our naming contests, we usually we'll give away something for if you pick the name for any of the animals. We did a naming contest for Slophia. It's actually how Slophia got her name, which is really cool. One of our customers named her, which is probably one of the coolest sloth names ever, Slophia. So if you see the comment that Hope commented, we may have been calling her Moana this time, but that's because we have another raccoon. He's a male. His name is Maui. So we figured that when she's older, if they decide to go together, Moana and Maui would be super cute together. And Maui came with his name. I can't believe she's talking to you guys so much. I do like the name Bandit, but I feel like Bandit is more of like a boy but it's like more like a boy raccoon name.
But Bandit is like, I feel like, isn't that what a raccoon's name is supposed to be? So Bandit, I'm assuming, is because of their eyes, right?
Yeah, and they steal stuff like a bandit.
Oh, that's what it's for? What is the cartoon character that has the mask around its eyes like this? Robin?
No,
I don't think anyone would get that if we named her Robin.
No.
But I do like Bandit. That would be a pretty good one. We have not named the baby doy. Gosh.
The baby donkey.
We haven't named the baby donkey.
Yeah, not yet.
We got to figure what we're gonna do. So that's still in the running. We're still doing that. What is she doing up there?
She's talking to them, yelling at them.
So we are super duper proud of her. We actually weren't sure she was going to actually live this long. So we are very, 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 very happy that she's doing great.
And she's so active. Like she's trying to climb around right now in my hands.
Yeah, she wants to get like in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, and she's pooping a little bit, but that's okay. She's trying to eat my fingers too.
She'll be in a little blanket when she goes back inside. She has a heating blanket that she goes into.
Yes, I love you.
And this is how she grabs our attention too, by using lots of sounds. Let's see. She looks like something or someone. I can't figure it out. Some kind of cartoon character. It's funny you say that, Amy, because I've kind of had the same feeling. There's something that she resembles to me that I can't remember what it is, and I've been trying to figure that out too, which is pretty funny. So
her ears are getting so
Melanie
big.
likes the name Lucy.
Lucy's cute.
Did we miss anything? Dan, what's Dan? Ronda Rousey. That's actually really cool. I like Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey.
She's a fighter.
Yeah, she is. I love that. That's a little Ronda Rousey.
Do you
Werewolf.
like Ronda Rousey?
I think that's right.
She does look like a little werewolf.
She does. That's, I think, what it is. She looks like a little werewolf, and almost like more than just a little werewolf, but almost like a human werewolf.
Yeah.
Like even like on the sides of like what's the teen werewolf? You see the movie with that kid Fox? What?
Is it like Wolverine?
No, you ever see the teen werewolf? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. With the kid from Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Pixie is cool. Oh, we gotta let her talk. She wants to say something.
Go ahead, say something. Oh, now you're quiet.
Jiggles is cute. I like Jiggles because her tongue seems like it jiggles. She is, maybe we should call her Teen Wolf.
No.
I'm just kidding. Sonic is pretty cool because she'll probably act like a Sonic when she's a little bit older. And she has actually that little bit of a Sonic look too with her little hairs that come out.
Yeah.
Peanut is cool. That's really cute. I like Peanut also.
Look, she likes her belly. Can you guys see? She likes her belly rubbed like a dog. She like will scratch her little foot. She loves getting her belly scratched.
And I think Peanut's really cute also.
Peanut.
Let's hear it. What other name suggestions we have, and let's see if we can figure this out.
Yeah.
And thank you all for sharing. I saw we had like 15 shares tonight so far. Our record for shares while we were live was 36, I believe. So I'm hoping that when we're done with this live video, we're over 40 shares during the live video. We have already reached 18,000 hours of live videos watched. And if you're just figuring out why we're talking about this, we're trying to get Facebook to monetize our accounts. So the best way for Facebook to monetize us is we need 60,000 minutes of live videos viewed while they're live. Let's see. Miko is the raccoon from Pocahontas. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I kind of like Tails too. So the reason why I like Tails, Sky, is when the mom killed all the siblings, it actually bit Tails off of the babies, which was very odd. So that might not be a bad name.
Mika.
Anybody have any questions?
That's a cute name.
Any questions? I'm going to continue to let my daughter handle this incredible, cute...
Got poop on my hand.
Ask them if they have any questions.
Do you guys have any questions about her? Her poop looks great, in case you were wondering. That's good baby raccoon poop. Not gonna lie. Very proud of her. And that's... I think I saw somebody comment about how she might have more hair on her head. If someone said that, I agree with you. A lot of her hair on her face is starting to come in more, like on her like snout and stuff. It's like super, super cute. And her whiskers too. I don't know if you could see her whiskers. Super cute. Someone said, what is she? She is a baby raccoon. She is only a week old, actually. A week old yesterday. Do crocodiles and alligators shed like snakes? I'm assuming that's what you meant to say. If they shed like snakes. From what I've seen, being around our alligators, no, not as much as snakes do. She is a week old yesterday. So now a week and a day. And she's doing so good. She's doing amazing. She's falling asleep. And now she's talking. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys were on the live that we did, that we weighed her, but she was 2.8 ounces when we weighed her. On live, and then I just weighed her yesterday, and she was 3.5 ounces. So that's a great improvement. She is gaining very healthy baby weight. Okay, I'm getting a look from the side. Looks like someone's ready to come and hang out with you guys. Yeah. You're not ready to come over here?
No.
Okay. Then never mind.
Any other questions?
No, we've got no other questions. No other questions.
Right.
Everyone just staring at this cute baby.
Go wash up then.
Yes.
I will come over with a surprise guest. And then think of who's next.
Okay. Say goodbye to everybody, sweet girl. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back.
Who's that? Who's that? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Where'd Mommy go? Mommy just went away. So this is North. Look how friggin' big North got. Now North is gigantic. And if you remember, North was just a few grams when he was born, and now he looks like a real baby lemur. He's got all his hair growing in. He's a beautiful color, and he is super duper healthy and rambunctious, just like a little baby boy rough lemur should be. This beautiful long tail. Now, he is a tricolored rough lemur. So if you've been out here and seen some of our lemurs, you know we have red rough lemurs and black and white rough lemurs. This is what happens when a black and white rough lemur and a red rough lemur have a baby together. And a lot of you guys may be wondering right now about this incredibly beautiful tail of his. Where is it? There you go. That is not prehensile. So unlike our spider monkeys, this tail cannot be actually used like a hand. Now let's see how long he decides to stay on camera for. Or I hope he doesn't poop on my hat. But if you're a Met fan, you're probably going to expect it because our team has been kind of crappy for the last couple of weeks. Come here, where are you going? There you go. Oh, I love you. Now, rough lemurs are from Madagascar. These guys are critically endangered animals. There is less than 1,000 left of the black and white ones, and there is less than 900 of the red ones. You want to go to your mama or your sister, whatever you want to call her? Nope, you want to stay with me. Okay. I just saw a comment or a statement I want to read. What does that say? Something about COVID. Stephanie said, I did a tour during COVID, our first time, and we weren't allowed to get out of the car. What would a tour be like now? So we stopped doing the drive-by tours about 2 years ago. It's a walkthrough tour, so you go inside with our kangaroos. You go, depends on when you come, what we have available. Right now, if you came out this weekend, it's a guided tour that includes an otter encounter. So you pet one of our otters, a kangaroo encounter. You go inside with all of our kangaroos, pet them, learn about them, take some pictures. And we are also including a sloth encounter. So you get to pet our sloth also. Come here, buddy. And feed for this week is camel feed. So we give you camel feed. And also feed for sheep, goats, donkeys, and cows. So pretty awesome stuff. It's $25 per person. And we've came a long way. You probably won't recognize our property if the last time you were here was through our COVID drive-through. But it is pretty awesome. And I hope you guys come out. Let's see. Laura wants to learn more about the Elmers. I'm assuming that is lemurs. So we'll tell you a little bit more about these guys. These guys are frugivores. Do anyone know what a frugivore is? That means their diet really consists of fruit. We give these guys incredible assortments of fruit and vegetables. And they have 5 fingers on each hand. They also have opposable thumbs on their feet, so they can grab things with their feet too, which is pretty amazing. Their tails are not hand-like, so their tails are only used for balance. They live 60 to 70 feet above the ground, so their tails would be used to balance them from moving from branch to branch, which is pretty awesome. They are the second loudest primate on the planet. You can hear them from about, whoa, where are you? You can hear them from about a mile away. And if you wonder why our neighbors can't stand us, that's probably why, because we have like 8 of these here, if not more. So here, you want to go back up here? Yeah.
Someone asked what about the ringtail lemur?
So we have some ringtail lemurs here. They're not ours. They belong to a rescue called Wildlife Wonderland. And there you go. They belong to Wildlife Wonderland. We don't let anyone interact with them. Those guys are batshit crazy. I'm sorry. Whatever you do, never get a, never, ever, ever get a ringtail lemur because they don't belong as pets. They're pretty tough. Becky just asked where we located. We're in Boynton Beach, Florida. We are in between West Palm and Miami, kind of closer to West Palm, though. Hello from North Pennsylvania, Roberta. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's see. Luz just said, I had seen a beautiful blonde raccoon across from where I was fishing, and it was catching something. But they do come. I've never seen a blonde raccoon in the wild. That's pretty incredible.
That is pretty cool. It must be albino. Cool.
Yeah, an albino raccoon. I've never seen a wild one. That's amazing. That is so cool. What an awesome sight that is. Amy's asking where we're located. We're near Boynton Beach. We're in Boynton Beach, Florida. A couple of hours from Ocala. Now, remember, Dan just said that I am almost probably the loudest primate on the planet. I can see where he gets that from. I'm pretty loud and obnoxious sometimes. But I'm not as loud as a howler monkey, Dan. Sorry. How is the baby raccoon doing? If you just tuned in, you missed the baby raccoon. You're going to have to wait until we post this video in about 20 minutes, and you can go check on her status because we did an update. Mike says hi. One of your family members had a ring-tail lemur. They are pretty tough. They're really tough animals. They're great with one person, and then they'll turn on you at some point. So you have to be very careful. Miss Stacy's here, our Bahamas family. Hey, Miss Stacy.
Hi, Miss Stacy.
Tell everybody we say hello and miss them. Sage finally found us on live. Thank you for tuning in live. That is awesome. And remember, if you guys are tuning in right now, share this video. I don't know how many shares. How many shares are we up to right now, Hope? Do you know?
It doesn't tell me on my end.
It doesn't? All right. That's okay. No worries. We're trying to beat our record. We need 40 shares while we're on live. We get a lot of shares and comments when we post the video later on, which is awesome too. But we're trying to do the best we possibly can on doing it while it's live. So Facebook can monetize us. So if you want Facebook to pay us, share. Everything, actually, not just this video. Anytime thank you, Laura, for sharing. Thank you, Roberta, for sharing. Let's see. Thank you, Stacy, for telling everyone to share as well. If you see any of our content, try to comment on it, share it. It really helps us out. I know a lot of people always ask, what can we do to support you? And obviously coming out to visit is probably the best thing you can do. But if you can't come out and visit, all you got to do is share, comment on all of our content. It really helps us out. I don't think people realize how important for a small business like ours, sharing content and commenting.
32 so far.
32 shares. All right, we're getting there. And we got about 20 minutes left on this live. So that is awesome. Amy, thank you for sharing. And remember, if you guys are a small business or you have a friend that has a small business, I know sometimes it can be overwhelming on Facebook, sharing for everyone, but trying to support other small businesses. It's tough when you're going up against the big guys. I know we do it. We're a small family-ran business, and our biggest competitors are gigantic and have millions of dollars in donations. So we kind of rely on this type of stuff. So we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. It's unbelievable. Oh, look, someone's got a banana. So Al, let me ask you this. What is your favorite fact or feature about ruffed lemurs?
That's a really hard question. Favorite.
All right, I'm going to answer it. I'm answering it from me. My favorite feature is their hands.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, you took too long. Now you have to pick a different one. Their hands
my favorite
are
feature.
just like ours. They have 5 fingers. They have 4 fingers and a thumb. They have their own unique fingerprints. They grab their hands and use them just like we do. The only difference really is how hairy they are. But there's a guy on here watching now. His name is Dan Powa. His hands are probably equally as hairy as hers. So most humans aren't that hairy, but that's really the only difference. Their hands are incredible. So now, Al, what would be your favorite fact? Since I said feature, what's your fact?
My favorite fact about them is probably that they can move through the treetops at about 25 miles an hour, and each leap they take is about 25 feet at a time.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So now you asked me a question. We'll have fun.
About lemurs?
Anything.
What's your favorite color? No, I'm kidding.
My daughter asked me that the other day, Addie Mae, my little daughter, and I know black's not a color, but if it was, it would be my favorite. Red and blue,
Wait,
I think, are my favorites.
Why is that not a color?
Is black a color?
I mean,
I thought black and white's not considered a color.
why
Am I
not?
an idiot? I didn't go to school, guys, so I apologize. I legitimately didn't go to school. But is black a color?
There's different shades.
It's not in a rainbow.
So
Black
black
is-
so.
But have you ever seen black in a rainbow?
No, but like,
Ow.
but I mean, like,
Hey, guys.
Indigo is a color, and it's not technically in the rainbow.
It probably is.
No, purple is not indigo.
Is black
gray.
and white...
Gray's a color.
Time out. I don't know if that's the truth or not.
Brown.
Guys, help me out. Brown is a color. Is
Look at
black
brown in the
Brown's
rainbow.
and white a color? We need the answer.
It's like sage. Sage is
Really?
a color, but green
Yes.
I would say yes.
Let's see. What do we have? Is black and white a color?
So far
Or
we
black
have
or
yes.
white a color?
I feel like, yeah.
I guess I'm learning something
Not
today.
all colors are in rainbows.
Yeah, so
they
that-
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's maybe, is that the fact? I didn't think black was a color.
What about black and white rough lemurs? Are they just not, they just don't have colors on them? They're just like not
They're
there.
Someone help me out here,
Or
please. Someone.
Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe, she's black and white.
Yeah, but I thought, isn't black and white
She's
considered
just
something else?
transparent.
Yeah.
No. Isn't something else? Isn't black and white considered something different?
I mean, like, they're different colors of the spectrum.
I don't know. But guys, I'm not the smartest when it comes to things you would
Some
probably have
consider
learned in school.
white to be a color because white light compresses all hues on the visible light spectrum, and many do consider black to be a color because you combine other pigments to create it on paper, but in a technical sense, black and white are not colors, they're shades.
What's a shade?
So technically speaking, black and white may not be colors, but I know this isn't an animal conversation, but sometimes, you know, a life conversation comes up during these lives. Neutral colors, but are they colors is the question.
What's
What do
the
we got
difference
coming up
between
next?
A shade and a
Shade
color?
is a hue or mixture of pure colors to which only black is added. It contains no white or gray. Shade darkens the
So it's a
color,
color.
but the hue remains the same.
Well, we're learning here. Black and white are shades, Sage says. So we've actually had a funny thing happen about a month ago during our tours. Alexa said yes, so obviously Alexa is probably legit. AI trumps everything. About 2 months ago, I wore a shirt that I swear is orange, and a lot of people swore was yellow. It's really weird when it comes to colors. Jeannie says, I just looked it up and it's not a color. Wow. This is interesting. It's interesting we're talking about colors and we have actually more people watching this live and there's no animals in it. Do you want to get, what's going to be easy and quick?
I do that or...
Huh? Yeah, you think that's all right? Are you crazy?
Carry her in here.
You sure? Okay. She's going to get a surprise animal that no one has ever seen on our live before inside of her house. Al, just do me a favor, put them in there. This is going to be awesome. It's going to take her probably 3 or 4 minutes. So unfortunately, you guys are stuck talking to me without an animal in the background for the next 3 or 4 minutes because if she pulls this one off, it'll be pretty awesome. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we will see. I know who you are, but I don't want to put pressure on you. So we have 100 people watching right now, or 95 people. I just want to thank you all. We're almost done, halfway through this episode, and I want to thank you all for really jumping in and being there for us. We started this a couple weeks ago, and you guys have been incredible. So many of the same people I've seen watching every Tuesday and Thursday, and then I've also noticed some of you guys that weren't there for the live jumped in and watched it afterwards. So yeah, you have no idea how much that means to us. It means the world that you guys are out there supporting us. And what I'd like to do is try to figure out what we can do to be better also. So what is it that you guys want to see, or what type of topics would you like us to discuss? So on certain episodes, we can come up with some really cool stuff that you're interested in. This way we can make sure that we keep this really cool for you. We are reaching out to other local animal people that we think are awesome people, and we're asking them if they want to come on these lives and talk about some of their animals, bring them on. And we will also talk about how you can visit their animals. We thought that would be a really, really great opportunity for some people. I did a post on Facebook on my personal page about it. Had a couple of people reach out, not as many as I thought, but that is definitely gonna happen. I know we have a couple of really cool ones lined up in the future so far that is gonna be very soon, so I'm pumped about that. Laura said, I have time off of work. What hotels are near us? So we are in Boynton Beach. If you're going to come and visit, I highly suggest downtown Delray. It's a really nice place to find a hotel. You're close to the beach and about 15 to 20 minutes from us, which is pretty awesome. Amy, you just asked, do we go live at the same time? My daughter and yourself love to learn about animals, or your daughter and you love to learn about animals. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. For the time being. We're going to start doing it Monday through Friday at 7, I think, as well. But that's a huge commitment for us. So I don't know if... Oh, can you just see if she needs help? Is this working? Oh my god. Oh! All right. I'm going to move over because this is a very special guest. Her name is Katrina. And
There we go. Say hi to everybody. Say meow. Yeah. This is Katrina. She is our F1 Savannah cat. You say hi to everybody. Wave. Say hello. She is the best cat ever. She's amazing. Yeah. She's very talkative. Literally, all you hear throughout the entire property when you're here is her talking to everybody. She's beautiful. So being an F1 Savannah cat, she's actually a mix between an African serval and a domesticated cat. But her, more specifically, she's actually technically more of a serval in her bloodline because one of her parents was already an F1 Savannah and one of her parents was a full-blown serval. Tell them all about it. Say, I'm a pretty cool cat.
so if you think she's
cool
one of
cat.
the most beautiful cats ever, let's see those comments below how beautiful she is.
Oh, there's a leopard on our carpet. I wonder if are you looking at the leopard? Do you see the leopard on the carpet?
Do you see those teethy weethies?
Yeah.
Do we have any treats I can get her?
Oh, actually, we do actually, right by the front door. I think we have 2 boxes that Mom just bought for her. Yeah. Did you hear the word treat? You want to go on the couch? So cool thing about Katrina is she is actually partially a house cat as well. If you've been out on our tour, you may or may not have seen her. Sometimes she likes to hide.
Temptations?
Yes,
Is it cats
Temptations.
or dogs?
Cats. Those are her
Cat
favorite.
like an astronaut?
Those are your favorite treats. They're coming. So her
do I
diet
give it to
consists, just like you would give it to a dog. She's
here.
going on the couch.
Katrina.
So her diet consists
Katrina,
of
look.
actually cat food. She eats Nutra cat food.
Tom usually shakes it, and then she just like.
Here, that. You got her. And then, so she's probably one of the pickiest cats I've actually ever met when it comes to eating. We do try to give her raw food as much as we can. She really likes tilapia, actually. She likes tilapia, salmon, and she likes raw chicken every once in a while. But she prefers fish over chicken. So Katrina's about 2 years old. Oh my gosh, you said your dachshund's trying to kiss the phone. That's so cute.
That's so cute.
She does use a litter box. She is actually very litter trained, or litter box trained, I should say. She does such a great job. It's unbelievable.
Stacy wants to know if Katrina can live in the Bahamas.
I mean, she probably could live in the Bahamas. Oh,
throw
she
this stuff
loves.
out, and then we're gonna. This is one of her favorite toys. I just want to get rid of what we have in it, so she doesn't get herself hurt.
She absolutely loves cardboard boxes. But yeah, she does an amazing job in her litter box. Fun fact about Katrina, she actually lived in my brother Sean's RV with him for a while. And she did so good in there. But oh, hello. She's jumping on the couch. But cool thing about F1 Savannah cats, just like all cats, they're super athletic, super agile, but she'll be able to jump 8 feet straight up in the air. And
Almost just like me.
yeah, kind of.
Katrina.
Oh, there she comes for the box. But in my brother's RV, he has like super tall ledges, and that we almost didn't really know was there until she figured out they were there by jumping on them, which was really funny. You can't mess with him. She's trying to hang out with North. Does she hunt more so than a domestic cat would? It's hard because it depends
She does.
on yeah.
I've watched her catch birds.
But I was gonna say it depends
I
on
think
the
she
time
caught
of
that-
the year.
I think she caught that blackbird with the wings.
Yes. No, she'll catch
You know what I'm
birds.
talking about? A bat.
Yeah, she'll catch birds. She'll catch lizards in her enclosure. She'll catch just about anything. But sometimes during the summertime, she's more lazy than anything because it's so warm. But like she has a toy. It's like a battery powered mouse. She goes absolutely nuts for it. Like vibrates and it does some really cool things, and she goes absolutely crazy for it. She also has a sloth stuffed animal, which is her favorite, and she cuddles with it.
You guys want to hear a fun fact about me? I'm allergic to cats. You know, I'm allergic to almost all these guys.
Uh-oh.
I'm allergic to dogs.
Here, Mama.
I'm a little bit allergic to otters, depending on the time of year. Oh man, I can't even breathe right now.
And Katrina does shed a lot.
Yeah. There you go, good girl.
Can you? Yeah. So Katrina's actually harness trained. She does a really, really good job on a harness.
You can bring it closer if you want.
Oh, this is the best day ever. She's got a cardboard box and all of her treats. She is a talker. She's extremely talkative. Even like anytime we're doing anything, the second she hears the door open when we come outside of the house, she meows for us. She's very playful too. She loves her cat toys. Let's see. Oh, I answered Dan already, but yeah,
What Dan say?
Asked if she is if we can harness or leash her. But yeah, she does a really good job on her leash. Or on her harness, I should say. She likes a harness more than a collar. So last time we weighed Katrina, I think she was like 13 and a half pounds, which we were really shocked about.
I'm really itchy right now.
Does she enjoy being inside or outside more? I personally think she likes being outside more. Only because she's got the ability, like she will literally, like my dad was saying, I've seen her. Yeah, I could sit down next to her. I've seen her catch birds in midair because the birds will go in her enclosure because she'll hide so they don't think there's any animals in there, and she will legitimately just grab them in midair. Where'd Dad go? Where'd he go? She's like, no, I'd rather eat them myself. But yeah, I think outside. She likes being outside more. More her natural element. It's right there in my hand. You'd rather eat from the, of course you would. Any other question? Yeah, she's awesome. We actually, Katrina came from an incredible family, actually. Her owner developed dementia, so they had to find out a life plan for her. So they decided to rehome her, and they reached out to us, and that's why she's here. She is absolutely amazing. When we come outside the house, yeah, so she, that's where we get a lot of her toys and treats from Chewy too. So typical size for an F1 Savannah cat is basically what you're seeing Katrina at now. Let me see if I can get her to come more on my lap so you can get her full view. Come here. So they're typically super tall and really long. You look so beautiful. She's like, something moved. But they're very, so at their shoulders, they're usually going to be about 1.5 feet to sometimes even 2 feet tall. And full grown, they could be anywhere between like 15 to 20 pounds, typically, give or take a little bit.
Make believe you're me. What would you say right now to everybody while they're watching?
Share. Make sure you guys are sharing this live. If you haven't shared already, please share.
We are super duper annoying when it comes to the sharing, but it really is one of the most beneficial things for us. And we want to do this Monday through Friday. I want to do this every day. And I want to be able to have local rescues come out here so we can have other companies come out. And for us to be able to build this live the way we want, we're going to need your help to do that. So together, I think we can make this a really, really cool opportunity for not just us, but for other local companies around us that rescue animals and take really good care of them.
So we need 3 more shares to hit 40.
We need 3 more shares, guys. We only have a couple of minutes left. Where'd Katrina go?
She's over there.
All right. 3 more shares from people that haven't shared yet. Let's see if we can get a couple of shares. After this live, I am going to be coughing like crazy from hanging out with Katrina. I have such bad allergies. Next week, I'm thinking about doing in our live, thinking about having our dogs in one segment. What do you guys think about that? We have 5 dogs. Now, we could never have them all together because if you guys have a bunch of dogs, you already know some of them are crazy when they get together. But we could have like 2 at a time, which I think would be pretty cool. Would you guys like to meet our dogs and learn lots about them? I wonder if that would be a cool scenario for you. I know Katrina loves our dogs. Actually, she spends a lot of time with our dogs when she's outside.
A lot of time with Rocky. She loves Rocky.
Rocky is one of her best friends. Rocky protects her too.
Yeah. You like Rocky? Yeah.
Dan, you can bring Nugget over anytime you want.
She probably would like Nugget. Her and Nugget are very close in size. And they have, I feel like, very similar personalities.
Yeah, for all you guys are wondering, our friend Dan has a husky. His name is Nugget. And he's actually one of the smallest huskies I've ever seen. It's the cutest little thing ever. We love Nugget. He's one of my favorite animals on this planet. Dan, can I ask you to come on live so you can talk about Nugget for a minute? Is Nugget with you? Because I'll invite you on live. I want everyone to see.
When is Nugget not with him?
Nugget's always with him. I mean, are you in the shower? What are you doing right now? You know what? I'm going to invite Dan on, and I hope he has Nugget with him. I just sent you an invite. Let's see if this works. I'm going to invite Dan on.
And we have better Wi-Fi this time.
And we have better Wi-Fi this time. My head is pounding right now, guys. So if I'm not smiling as much, I apologize. Dan, are you there? We're inviting you on. I don't know if you can see. It says adding somewhere. We want... There he is. Dan.
Hold on.
All right. Guys, I'm going to introduce to you one of the most amazing human beings on the planet. His name is Dan. We've known him since the day our animal park opened at Bedner's Farm, and he's been growing that beard since the day we have met him. It is the most softest, beautiful beard on this planet, and we owe this guy a ton. If you only knew the phone calls he's gotten from us to help us out, animal-related stuff, personal-related stuff, and there's never been a time that he has said no. So, Dan, we love you. And this is Nugget. Nugget is actually a husky, right? What is he? A husky and a what?
He's
Oh, he's losing. Wait, he's a husky and a pit bull?
yeah, he's a mix of everything.
He's a mix of everything. I bust his chops, but he legitimately has husky in him, which is so freaking cool. And Nugget is one of the smartest, well-trained dogs I've ever met in my life. He is really, really cool. And I have a Connie Corso that Nugget would chase around, which is freaking cool. I love you, Nugget. So who wants to see dogs on Facebook Live next week? Just curious. Comment below. Well, Dan, let's see this. Let's see Dan. Where's Dan? We're just looking at grass right now. There he is. What's up, Dan?
What's up, guys?
This is so
You gonna be
awesome.
at the farm tomorrow?
I'm going to be at the farm in the morning. We're taking apart all of the canopies at the farm, and we're getting ready for the holes to be dug Monday morning for the tiki oats. Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching our Animal Adventure Episode 8. I'm thankful you got to meet Dan, finally. We love Dan. We're actually going to have him on more often. He just doesn't know it yet. We have big plans for you, Dan. Big, big plans.
Bring it on.
Guys, remember, share this. Tell your friends about it every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Next week, we have no idea what we're talking about, but if you want to comment on this live and let us know what you'd like to see, we will definitely try to do it for you. Love you, Nugget. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.